The felt-based EVA Sport foam pad is probably my favorite Weaver product. I love it. It's contoured, it fits my horse's back, and the best part is it comes in two different versions. You can have the just regular old everyday, workaday, plain Jane felt pad with the EVA Sport insert, or you can make it pretty and get it in any color you want nearly. For those of you who want things to be pretty all the time, the woven top is really nice. There's lots of days when I just take a workaday world approach, and so I like that just steady felt pad. It works really good for me. But the pad really is only half the project. I want to make sure that it sits on my horse and that it fits him and that it's where I want it. So I start by making sure his withers are well covered, okay? I like to make sure that I've got a lot of pad forward. I like a long pad to give me a place to put my saddle. I want there to be lots of product underneath my saddle. So when I saddle my horse up, I want to have more pad in the front than I do in the back. You and I both know our pads and our saddles tend to slip backwards. Very, very rarely does anything slip forward. I make sure that my pad is centered, front and back. And so what I do is I'll grab that saddle right here, or that pad, and I pull it up into my saddle gullet. What that does is creates that airflow tunnel down through the center of the tree of my saddle. Now I'm set. I've got a little bit of pad back here. I'm not running into his hips. I've got plenty of pad up here so that if my pad moves, I don't have to readjust. I hate twisted pads. I hate to see a person riding with a pad that looks like that. How would you feel if your jeans were on half sideways all day long? It'd get really annoying. So to me, I just take that extra minute. When I saddle my horse, I was a 16-year-old kid, and I was working on a pretty large ranch. They had 85 head of saddle horses, and I was pretty impressed with that. And so I wanted the boss to be impressed with me, and I would saddle a horse from the moment he roped one out until I was tacked up and in the saddle. I could do it in less than a minute. And he came to me one day and he said, "Ken, you're pretty fast, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, I can get in the saddle pretty quick." He said, "You soar some horses up now and then, don't you?" I said, "Yes, sir, occasionally." He said, "Why don't you slow down and actually respect the horse a little bit and see if things don't go better?" And from that day on, I've dedicated myself to making sure that my horse has the best opportunity to have the best ride. It's as important for him to be comfortable as it is for you or me. In fact, more so. You can get away with being uncomfortable. You can have a saddle that fits you poorly. You made the choice. He didn't. So I try to really make sure everything fits, everything is straight, everything is neat and clean, so that my horse has the best ride possible.